This makes no sense.
Don't I know it?
There are dark forces who want to destroy this world. If we want to stop them...
Alright, let's talk about Minecraft, specifically what's next after a Minecraft movie. Because if you've seen it, or even just heard the buzz, you know there's a very good chance we'll be getting a sequel. It's not officially locked in just yet, but there are enough signs pointing to it being more of a when than an if. Warner Brothers execs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi have made it pretty clear that something's brewing, and when Hollywood execs start dropping hints like that, you can usually bet a big announcement is coming soon. But here's the thing, a Minecraft movie 2 hasn't technically been confirmed, so the sequel hasn't officially hit the start game button yet. Still, considering how successful recent video game adaptations have been at the box office, it wouldn't be a stretch to assume Warner Brothers is already planning its next move behind the scenes. A bunch of games have made the leap to the big screen lately and absolutely crushed it. Five Nights at Freddy's, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and both Sonic films proved that gaming IPs are no longer risky business, they're basically gold mines now. And Minecraft, that's one of the biggest IPs in the world. It's practically built for adaptation because of how open and limitless the game's universe is. There's no fixed storyline, so filmmakers can come up with pretty much any plot they want, and it could still fit within the world of Minecraft. That creative flexibility is actually a huge win for Hollywood. It means every movie can be its own standalone tale, and audiences won't mind because, well, that's how the game works anyway. The first Minecraft movie dropped on April 4, 2025, and even though the reviews weren't exactly glowing, it did pretty well at the box office. And let's be real, that's what really matters to studios when it comes to greenlighting sequels. Even with the mixed feedback, the financial side of things is speaking loud and clear, people showed up. So it's no surprise that a Minecraft movie 2 seems more and more likely with each passing day. Now, what about the cast? Will we see the same faces, or rather the same blocky characters again? That's still up in the air, but if they're aiming for continuity, there's a good chance some of the original stars will be back. Jack Black, for one, really stood out. His character Steve was pretty much the emotional anchor of the movie. He left the overworld by the end, but it didn't feel like the end of his story. In fact, that post-credit scene where he meets Kate McKinnon's Alex felt like the beginning of something new. Steve and Alex are both iconic figures in the Minecraft universe, and bringing them together at the end of the movie was a clear sign that the writers were setting up more to come. And considering Jack Black's track record with video game-inspired roles, he's probably one of the film's biggest selling points. Whether it's Jumanji, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, or even the Borderlands adaptation, Jack brings something special to these kinds of roles even when the material doesn't always do him justice. So yeah, we might see the rest of the original cast return too, especially since the friendships in the movie were a big part of what gave the story heart. But that doesn't mean they won't add new characters either. It's totally possible that a Minecraft movie 2 could introduce fresh faces who get pulled into the overworld for their own adventure, maybe even replacing or expanding on the original crew. When it comes to the story, the possibilities are practically endless, just like the game. Minecraft doesn't come with a set plot, which means the filmmakers had to get creative for the first movie. They had to come up with a narrative that reflected what the game is all about: creativity, exploration, and imagination. And while not everyone loved how that turned out, the good news is that the sequel has a blank canvas to work with. If they want, they could completely move on from the original storyline and go in a new direction. But honestly, they probably won't ditch everything from the first movie. Steve's journey was too important, and Jack Black made the character feel memorable. Even though he leaves the overworld at the end, meeting Alex suggests there's another adventure waiting. Maybe the sequel could bring them both back into the game, or maybe the game world could start bleeding into the real world. There's definitely room for a new villain to emerge, perhaps one who escapes the overworld and threatens everything outside of it, setting the stage for Steve to become a true hero. Now let's talk about titles, because this is where things get fun. The first movie went with a Minecraft movie, simple, direct, and kind of meta. At first, the title seemed almost too basic, but it actually makes a lot of sense. In the interviews, the creative team said they deliberately avoided calling it the Minecraft Minecraft movie because they didn't want to act like their version was the official Minecraft story. That's a smart move, considering Minecraft is all about players creating their own narratives. By going with a Minecraft movie, they acknowledge that this was just one version of a million possible Minecraft stories. It was respectful to the fans and stayed true to the spirit of the game, so when it comes to the sequel, it makes sense to stick with that naming style. That's why calling the next film a Minecraft sequel feels like the perfect move. It's straightforward, fits the tone of the first, and doesn't pretend to be more definitive than it really is. Of course, there are other fun title options too. Something like another Minecraft movie would keep the tongue-in-cheek vibe going strong. Even a second Minecraft movie could work, especially if the studio plans to do more sequels down the line. It would set up a nice naming convention. The only title that shouldn't happen though is a Minecraft movie 2. Slapping a number 2 at the end feels lazy and uninspired, and if there's one thing Minecraft stands for, it's creativity. So hopefully the studio avoids that route and goes with something that feels more in line with the playful, imaginative world they're building. Now let's circle back to Steve. While his journey in the first movie came to a satisfying conclusion, it also created a bit of a problem for the sequel. If he's done with the Overworld, how do they bring him back without undoing his whole arc? His decision to return to the real world made sense because of the story's themes about embracing your creativity in everyday life. It was a clean, heartfelt conclusion, but if they want him back in the sequel, and let's be honest, they have to bring Jack Black back, then there has to be a good reason for it. Maybe something happens in the real world that draws Steve back into the game, or maybe Alex comes looking for him, asking for his help because something's gone wrong. The movie could explore how Steve still has a connection to the overworld even if he tries to move on. As long as the sequel gives a strong emotional reason for him to return, it could actually deepen his character and make his story even more compelling. Whatever direction they choose, a Minecraft sequel or whatever they call it will almost certainly need to reintroduce Steve to the Minecraft world. His popularity alone makes that a no-brainer, and Jack Black's performance is too good not to bring back. So while the ending of the first movie puts him in a place where he's supposedly done with that world, the sequel is going to have to find a clever way to pull him back in. In the end, the most exciting part of all of this is that a Minecraft movie 2 feels inevitable. The pieces are all there: strong box office, a beloved lead character, and a universe that's bursting with possibilities. Whether they call it a Minecraft sequel, another Minecraft movie, or something totally unexpected, there's a good chance we'll be seeing Steve and friends digging into another big screen adventure soon. And let's hope they keep that same creative spirit alive, because if there's one franchise that should never feel cookie cutter, it's Minecraft. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop, and if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.